Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you are on my channel, I welcome you. I hope you find something that you like, something that is worth watching, something where you'd be like, you know what, let me go see what else she has. What is she talking about? Okay. And if this is not your first time and you are a returning viewer, you are the real MVP. And I say it every time, only because I mean it, because you come back. I need you. I mean, this doesn't work without you. So this video is going to be about how to handle failure as a PA student. Yes, it's a topic that we just don't really talk about. And I think what I'm going to state is applicable not only for PA school, but life in general, because shoot, part of life is just winning, losing, and some of the stuff in between. So I think it is important to note that as PAs, we are overachievers. A lot of us are used to being the smartest person in the class. We're used to getting straight A's. We're used to just knowing, and we're comfortable with that. But that has been our experience in an environment where we are not like scooped out and narrowed out. So you take this person who is super smart, who has done well all their life, and now you put them in an environment where they are around other people who are like them. So that means everybody cannot be at the top. You know, that's just how it works. And I think that could be a tough pill to swallow. A lot of people who are overachievers, we're hard on ourselves, you know. Sometimes we deal with anxiety because we battle perfection. And one thing that we have to realize is that nothing is perfect. Okay. I think that's probably like the biggest thing. Nothing is perfect. Nobody's perfect. And it's okay. We have to realize that we are humans doing human things, having a human experience, which means that we will have good times and bad times. We also need to maybe readjust our point of reference as far as like what's a success and what's a failure. Because someone's world could be crashing because they've failed, but they really just got a B instead of the A that they're used to getting. No lie. I mean, people are taking medication for anxiety and they are not sleeping well. They're having bad stomach aches because they are letting the pressures and stresses of perfection ruin the experience and the learning experience. And think about this. If you knew everything, if it came to you just like that, I mean, did you even need PA school? You're the expert already, you know? So I think it's very important to readjust our point of reference for failure. Now, failure as a PA. Say you did bomb a test. Quick story. My first year in PA school, now keep in mind I was a nurse before, and the academics were just not as rigorous. And I thought I didn't have to like put in as much, but some of that stuff I was like really working hard. I had to learn that I am not one for rote memorization. So my first semester of classes, by the time we got our progress report, I had all C's and one A. On the first anatomy and physiology test, I had a 57% on the written part. Listen, I definitely thought like, dang, I was reconsidering life. I was like, is PA school for me? Will I make it? Dang, what did I get myself into? And I literally sat in the office with my, I was going to say counselor, but it wasn't a counselor. She was like my advisor in the PA program. I love her, but she was like, Jackie, relax, you're going to do well, you're going to be okay. And I was like, man, but listen, because I am going to have to remediate, which means like, you know, you have to prove that you actually know this stuff again if you got so many C's. I think I only could have 2 C's in a semester or something crazy like that. You had to have B's. And I was like, look, I think I'm about to fail out. You know, I'm a nurse, I'm good. And she was like, Jackie, relax, you got this. So what it required me to do was readjust my level of like my point of reference for, you know, being successful, and then readjust how I studied, because I'm not good at rote memorization. I'm not good at it. So I had to develop a strategy of where I'm writing stuff down, because I'm a visual person and I'm writing it down and making it make sense to me after and I recorded and re-listened to my notes. But I survived. I was on the dean's list every semester after that semester. And I think that semester I got a 3.2. So it wasn't even like I failed. I did not fail. I did great. So, and I graduated cum laude. But I also, I recognized that, I did not need to be perfect. And I think when you are going into medicine, you have to just let go of thinking you're going to know everything, that you're going to do well and everything. There may be some areas that you excel in. For example, rote memorization was not my thing. But once we got to clinical application and we had scenarios and vignettes and patient scenarios, guess who was doing great? Me. I mean, yes. But, every failure is about how you overcome them. It's not even about failing. You don't fail unless you just totally pull out, stop, and quit. The only failure you have is when you do that. So if you are having a hard time dealing with failure, I suggest a few things. Again, I said let go of perfection, and then change your standard of what failure is. And then change your surroundings. Sometimes we hang around people and all they talk about are their grades. What did you get on that test? What did you get on your test? I remember this happening and I had to just stop. I said, we're not going to talk about grades. You want to know why? Because maybe I did better than you. Maybe I didn't. A lot of times I was doing better. But I think that's one we need to let go of the spirit of comparison. And that's really hard in social media. And it's really hard when you can see the bell curve and you know where you land. But guess what? It's you. You have to let go of that outside world, tunnel vision focus, and make it happen. Okay? There's no secret formula or pill that just makes that fear of failure going away. It's an exercise. It's an exercise of affirmations, of thinking, of controlling your environment. Don't hang around people that make you feel bad about your accomplishments. Let me tell you something. There's not one job who was like, dang, Jackie, we really think you are experienced and qualified for this position, but you didn't graduate with a 3.7 cumulative. We don't know. No, because there's going to always be somebody at the top, at the bottom, and in between. And you're going to have jobs. And this is about lifetime learning. You do not just do this school thing and then that's it. That's the only test you're going to have. You're going to have test after test after test. It can be a death in the family. It could be a loss, a breakup, a divorce, financial mishaps. But if you just stop and be like, whoa, it's me. This is it. This was hard. It's hard. It's hard. But guess what? Think about it. You're dealing with people's lives. You want it to be hard. If it was easy, then anybody could do it. You would not need to be in the position that you are in doing it. It's hard, but it's very rewarding. It's a rewarding feeling that you just can't really put to words. But I mean, it's in the correct scale for what you're doing. You're taking care of people. You're saving lives. So I'm thinking that's it. I'm sure there's more techniques to overcome failure, but I think I hit them all on the head. I mean, it works. Yeah, some of the times it's just you thinking you failed and you didn't fail. People are looking at you like, dang, you're awesome, man. They ain't hard school. They about to be a physician assistant, a doctor, or whatever it is. Think about that. Every time you're that hard on yourself, you don't know who's all looking at you like, dang, I wish I was that person. Wish I was that smart. I wish I had that life. So if you have any other suggestions as to how you have overcame failure and what you've done to push through, I would love to hear it in the comments, whether it's your family, your friends, you got a good support system, you find some way to balance that out. Okay. All right. Next time. I'm thinking of a good video for next time.